Koikimedia, we're bringing the world closer to your doorstep.
Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Baba Koikimedia, 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 we bringing the world closer to your doorstep. They never sabi wetin we carry for her, but they move closer before they go sabi. I said they never know wetin we carry for body, but they move closer before they go sabi. Ọ̀kín lọ lọ́jà ẹyẹ ìníhùn ló ló lajú. Ẹyẹ tó torí kodò bí àdó wọn pẹ̀jẹ̀ lẹ́nu. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ bàbá wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ fún ìlú bàbá wa, ká jùmọ̀ sowọ́pọ̀ ká lè tó dúdú àga. Òdúdú àkóbá lè gbé wá. Ọmọ òdúdú àṣegìrì. Ẹ dìde fún ẹ̀tọ́ adúláwọ̀, ká lè jọ jùmọ̀ gbé délẹ̀ ìlérí, ká wálé gba ògo ilẹ̀ wa, ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká lè jọ gbàdé, ká lè gbàdé adé adúláwọ̀. Àwa ni ìmọ̀lẹ̀ tí yóò tàn káàkiri. Ọmọ Odùduwà ni wá. Koikimedia, àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ. Ètò tó gbójú ògbó tiwa máa ní. Kásá ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà wà kájé gbúgbà yín jẹ. Ètò tó gbójú ògbó tiwa máa ní. À ń gbé tó lárugẹ, à ń gbàsà lárugẹ. Ètò tó gbójú ògbó tiwa máa ní. News and sports ẹ máa rí gbọ́. Ètò tó gbójú ògbó tiwa máa ní. Ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ mi ló ní kí n máa ké tantan. Koikimedia ọlọ́lá gbajúmọ̀ mi o, máa bá ṣẹ́ rẹ lọ. Ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn, ọmọ Yorùbá tata o. À ń gbádùn rẹ, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú alárẹ̀ mi, ṣẹ́yìn lọ máa fi dìbò ọ̀tẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ o. Ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa ń dé mádémádé, ẹ̀yin lọ́mọ onígbò máa wọ̀ máa wọ̀ máa wọ̀ o. Igbó máa wọ̀ kájòjì ò gbọ́dọ̀ wọ̀, àjòjì tó bá wọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ á tẹ̀lé ní ẹbọra. Ẹ̀yin lọ máa náwó kóyìnbó tó dé, ìgbà tó yìnbó dé o, owó náà dẹ́ tún pọ̀ sí o. Koikimedia sáwa ní bàbá. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Àdáńtọ́ àtúnpèrè gidi. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Àwa là ń gbé tó lárugẹ, jẹ́ ká jọ gbọ́ o. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Àtúnjà fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ wa, fẹ́tọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Ọmọ Oòduà ni wá o, tọkàntọkàn. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Ikú tí ó ṣe bí lébi òsì, àdìmú bàbá yọ. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. We bring you work closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Afẹ́fẹ́ tó ń fẹ́ o tó ń kan kí oko lára ni. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Àpèrègèdè Olódùmarè ló fún wa ṣe. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Gbogbo ayé ẹ gbọ́, àwa ní bàbá o. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Ẹ máa bọ̀ wá ẹgbẹ́ polówó ọjà yín wá o. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. Odùduwà la gbé dání, òtítọ́ la gbé dání. Koikimedia àwọn ní bàbá. A kì í sọ̀dálẹ̀, a kì í so Koikimedia, we bring you work closer to your doorstep. Koikimedia is around
To give us latest.
Is around
To give us latest.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó kojú gbogbo.
ladies and gentlemen,
Ẹ mú kalẹ̀ sílẹ̀, ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ ètò tó kojú gbogbo.
Koikimedia is around.
To give us latest.
Koikimedia.
So, Carol, good morning, good afternoon, 27th of January 2024. Without wasting much of our time, we'll be going through the news today. Happy weekend. Our viewers were happy weekend. We keep it about in Goa on Saturday, 27th of January 2024. I think go through paper. Listen, ṣùgbọ́n ká tó lọ ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ilé náà ká play anthem Yorùbá nation. Àwa ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí àti fún ìwọ ìtẹ̀sẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ọdún 27 lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí January 2024. Ànígbà alákòókò púpọ̀ lónìí. Àpàsáyé wo ìròyìn díẹ̀ lórí ohun tó ń lọ lónìí ní afẹ́fẹ́ àti ní gbogbo àgbáyé ọba ayé náà. So shall we go now? Jẹ́ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn pépà Nàìjíríà ní òní lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Koikimedia bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Okay, so let's go. Ẹ ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ pẹ̀lú the Punch newspaper. Ohun tó wọ́pọ̀ jáde lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ máa kọ́kọ́ kà lónìí. Pastor bishop kan wà tó yẹ pé wọ́n sentence sí life imprisonment. Òun lọ́kọ́ gbé jáde, tòun náà làwọn akọ́ go through lónìí yìí. Nàìjíríà àti Cameroon fẹ́ gbá bọ̀ nínú AFCON tí wọ́n fẹ́ play lónìí. Nigeria versus Cameroon. Okay, and go through yẹn ṣùgbọ́n ètò ọkọ̀ jáde yìí lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ kà rape sentence. Church members say popular Lagos pastor framed onípọ̀ frame ẹ̀ onípọ̀ conviction yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ overturn ẹ̀ because wọ́n convict ẹ̀ lánàá ìyẹn prophet yìí ẹ ká go through paper yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ káàbọ̀ ẹ̀yẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí ètò lónìí ní weekend, the last weekend in the month of January, and then Saturday, the last Saturday of January, 27th of January 2024. This is the test transmission. Okay. Church members say popular Lagos pastor framed, conviction will be overturned. This is Koikimedia. Let's go through the paper now. Some members of the Irene Christian Ministry, Lagos, on Friday expressed shock as the church founder and senior pastor, Bishop Oluwafeyiropo Feye Daniels, was sentenced to life imprisonment by an Ikeja sexual offences and domestic violence court for raping a church member. The members of the church, which is located at number 1A, Bolade Adebanjo Crescent, Okpebi, Ikeja, who spoke to Saturday Punch, said the pastor was being victimized and that his imprisonment will not stop the work of God. Okay. The court on Friday sentenced Daniels to life imprisonment for raping his 23-year-old assistant, name withheld. Dárúkọ ẹni tó rape. What withheld orúkọ ẹ̀. Okay. Justice Rahman Oshodi, who delivered the 324-page judgment, also sentenced the embattled bishop to 3 years imprisonment for sexually assaulting another member of the church, aged 19. ọmọdún kọkàndínlógún ó tún rape ọmọdún kọkàndínlógún lẹ́yìn tó ti kọ́kọ́ rape 23-year-old assistant here. Okay, let's go. He held that the prosecution had established the ingredients of rape and sexual assault, which were counts 1 and 3 against Daniels beyond reasonable doubt. He further held that the pastor should spend the rest of his life at the Kirikiri Custodial Facility, Lagos. Kirikiri Custodial Facility tó wà ní Èkó ńbẹ̀ ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n remand ẹ̀ ibẹ̀ ni wọ́n sentence ẹ̀ sí life imprisonment. According to Oshodi, the evidence of the first prosecution witness was corroborated by that of the third witness. Ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí pé evidence tí àkọ́kọ́ tí first prosecution witness yẹ tó kọ́kọ́ gbé wá àti tí third witness gbé wá ó jọra wọn ó dìde wọra wọn. So kíní yìí ó túmọ̀ sí pé wọ́n ní ṣe nǹkan báyìí ó ṣe nǹkan báyìí nǹkan tí a lè sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Okay. The judge, however, discharged and acquitted him of rape, count 2, of another survivor name withheld on the ground that there was an element of consent. Justice Oshodi also discharged and acquitted Daniels of attempted rape, count 4, of another member of his church, also 19 years old, not to me enough. According to him, the convict did not have regard for the truth and committed the offences using his dominant character and position as a pastor. Justice Oshodi said, Oluwafeyiropo Daniels, I have convicted you of sexually violating 2 women who were members of your church. The first one, you raped ferociously and caused her so much pain. The second, you sexually assaulted using your dominant character and position as a clergy. These offences are grievous and rape attracts life imprisonment, while sexual assault is punishable with 3 years imprisonment. The judge also said, though the defense counsel Adebayo Adegbite urged the court to use its discretion in sentencing. The Lagos state law, however, prescribed a mandatory sentence for rape. Due to the seriousness and the ferocity of the attack on his victims. Accordingly, I sentence you as follows. On count 1, I sentence you to life imprisonment. On count 3, I sentence you to 3 years imprisonment. And you shall also serve your term in the maximum security custodial center where you are currently being held, he added. Oshodi said the sentencing should run concurrently and convict's name be registered in the Lagos State Sex Offender Registry. Ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí pé orúkọ pásítọ̀ yẹn wọ́n máa register sínú Lagos State Sex Offender Registry ní pé eléyìí ṣe ọ̀daràn ni ó máa kó fáwọn obìnrin yẹn kó kà májà sọ yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀. The convict remained silent when the court asked him whether he had anything to say following his conviction. Ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí pé kò sọ kankan. The defense counsel, in his allocution plea for mercy, prayed the court to temper justice for mercy. Adegbite told the court that the convict was a first-time offender with no previous conviction. He also said the convict was the breadwinner of his family and urged the judge to use his discretion in sentencing him. The state prosecution team, led by Babajide Boye, however, urged the court to convict the bishop as charged. The prosecution called 5 witnesses, while the defense also called 5 witnesses during the trial, through whom various documents were tendered in evidence. Boye submitted that the convict raped his assistant pastor in a home in the Kota Villa estate sometime in 2020. He also said that the convict sexually assaulted one of his church members by forcefully sucking and touching her, we're sorry for using this word, breasts without her consent sometime in April 2021 at the church office in Ikeja. We are sorry for using that word. Daniels was charged with 4 revised counts of attempted rape, and sexual assault. On April 17, 2023 and May 9, 2023, Daniels entered a not guilty plea at his arraignment and rearraignment, respectively. Section 260 bracket 2 and 263 of the Lagos State 2015 criminal law, according to the prosecution, were broken by the offences. So let's go to what the church members said. Church members, our bishop was framed. However, while reacting to Bishop Daniel's conviction, some church members said he had been unfairly treated because of his political affiliation. A woman who claimed to be a leader in the evangelism and welfare unit of the church and gave her name as Mrs. Peace said, "I know my pastor, he will overcome. He has been a staunch attacker of this government and they are victimizing him. Our God is not asleep. In this month of our fasting, we will not stop praying for him, even while in captivity." Peace posted on X, Twitter, after the judgment, all because he gave a prophecy that did not go down well in the eyes of the Tinubu APC government. Make una continue. So punch bracket and that is the meaning of SIC. Top bracket here, SIC. Another ex-user, Ikokuchidozi Kemba, through his handle at Ikiokuchidozi, wrote, "There is a war against the church and it is coming from the inside." Another member of the church, who gave her name only as Mrs. Omopariola, said, "Pastor cannot do that kind of thing. I have worshipped in that church for 5 years. Where is the evidence? Where is the evidence? Was there a hidden camera? This year is our year of abundance, and this month is our month of answered prayers. I know this is not the end. God will intervene." Our next user, no Saf, wrote, "The day your prophecy does not favor them, they will come and arrest you for one thing or another. Every opportunity is good to silence those who will call them out to be accountable." Another ex-user, Cheesy Charles, said, "Life imprisonment care. What is the proof? I beg, you should go and appeal this nonsense." However, several other Nigerians lauded the judgment, saying that it would serve as a deterrent, a lesson to religious leaders who use their position to oppress and sexually exploit their members. A social commentator on X, OK Matarazzi, through his handle at O Matarazzi, wrote, The reported case of a Lagos pastor, VIGILANTE, receiving a life imprisonment sentence for raping a church member is a deeply troubling and unfortunate incident. Such acts of misconduct, especially within a place of worship where trust and moral guidance are expected, are reprehensible. Religious institutions in Nigeria need to prioritize the safety and well-being of their members, fostering an environment of trust, support, and accountability. The Lagos legal system's response to such cases sends a strong message about the consequences of such heinous actions, and I hope they learn. So one of Punch correspondents who on Friday joined a Facebook prayer group belonging to the embattled cleric, Bishop VIGILANTE's prayer group, observed that the members were offering prayers for him. Members numbering about 40 were saying, "May God vindicate him. Our pastor is innocent. This is wickedness, and the body of Christ is under attack." A member, Doyin Okediro, told our Punch correspondent on Facebook that our pastor is innocent. He did not know these things. I am sure God is in heaven watching, and he will not allow his servant to suffer. Another member, Ifeanyiwa, said, "I know this man of God. I worship under his auction. If I travel, I still join him online. I am still in shock." This is the reaction of NGO lawyers now. So let's go to the NGO lawyers' reaction. Meanwhile, a human rights advocacy group, Tonia Bruist, but not Broken Foundation, also lauded the jailing of the pastor. The executive director of the foundation, Antonia Ojenagbon, told journalists in Lagos on Friday that the judgment was a landmark one, and commended the judge for not leaving any stone unturned during the proceedings. She said the judgment will serve as a deterrent to everyone who manipulates vulnerable girls and women. I thank the International Federation of Women Lawyers, Ekiti State Branch, to which the case was first reported to in 2020. This judgment shows beaming hope that survivors will get justice and perpetrators of this evil act will one day find themselves in a place where they will not be able to escape. I want to say that this is a victory for every survivor of sexual violence and rape case in Nigeria. She also thanked the survivors for coming out to testify against the cleric, while praising the Lagos state government for having zero tolerance for any form of sexual and gender-based violence. The founder of Stop the Abuse Against Children and Women Foundation, Mrs. Toyin Taiwo Ojo, said the judgment will restore faith in the church and the entire society. Taiwo Ojo, who is the lead counsel to the victims, said the judgment showed that morality was protected by the judiciary. The Lagos-based lawyer said this is another win for sexual violence and rape survivors. We have seen men of God committing this crime over and over again. Let's continue. Another lawyer, Ikechukwu Onu, lauded the judgment and said sexual offenses should not be treated with kids' love. I am glad that my Lord, Justice Raman Oshodi, did the right thing, and I followed this case keenly, and I am glad. Truly, the judiciary is the hope of the common man. As for other religious leaders jumping from one scale to another, the arms of the law are wide enough to grab them, he stated. On social media, netizens have continued to express joy over the judgment, saying that the justice did a thorough job. A Facebook user, Olumuji Olaoluwa Oluseyi, very sad indeed, but it is nevertheless a superb judgment. With great power comes great responsibility. The problem is that many of these so-called pastors are scammers. They even tarnish the image of others and have ridiculed the purpose and the altar. Once again, I say superb judgments. Another Facebook user, Balogun Tobi, said, "Now wow, it is highly disheartening, but I think the judgment is right. This is the end time. I am happy. Justice has prevailed." You can't go more than that. So thank you very much. Eka post next newspaper, Vanguard. And in much time, let's review our papers more. Tinubu lọ́kọ́ wá ọmọ olúbi ọdẹ Tinubu ni ó kọ́kọ́ gbé kíní jáde so náà la máa kà why war against terrorism may never end. Okay, jẹ́ ká kà á. Okay, this is a okay, this is an exclusive report. Okay, this is an exclusive report. I think this is an exclusive report. This is an exclusive report. So kindly go back to another. We go to another. Okay, let's go to the Sun. Let's go to cyber reporters. Tuntun ti dé o. Peter Obi ní pé kí wọ́n kọ orúkọ Tinubu sínú Guinness Book of Record nítorí pé kíni ó ti cause hardship àti pain fún Nigerians. Let's go to the news. Today 27th of January 2024. Koikimedia bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Tinubu should be in Guinness World Records for causing Nigerians most hardship, Peter Obi says. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party and former Anambra State Governor, Peter Obi, has stated that President Bola Tinubu should be in the Guinness World Records for causing Nigerians the most hardship, untold hardship. Obi added that he had put the 2023 general elections behind him already and he was now focusing on governance and real issues. Speaking in an interview with Vanguard, he noted that Nigerians on the streets could judge the performance of Tinubu so far since May 2020. Recall that Tinubu had recently bragged that he deserved to be included in the Guinness World Records for his performances in the country since he assumed leadership. Reacting, Peter Obi said he may actually be correct when he claims that his name deserves to be in the Guinness World Records. Don't forget that people's name don't always make it into the Guinness World Records for only altruistic reasons. So it depends on which angle he is coming from. If the idea is to put his name in the Guinness Book of Records for causing Nigerians the most hardship, untold hardship, of course he is on spot, and I totally agree with him because his reforms are not achieving what they are meant to achieve. Well, for me, the biggest lesson from the 2023 general election is the fact that Nigerians are actually committed to good governance. They are not as complaints as people thought they were because they, especially the youth, were actually committed to doing the right thing. That is why they came out in their numbers to participate in the elections. The second lesson is the realization that the leaders, most people in the elite class, are not actually interested in the good governance, because you can classify the electoral umpire as part of the elite class, the government. All of us are not prepared to do the right thing, because if the elites are prepared to do the right thing, the result of the outcome of the election would have been different. But for me, the elections have come and gone. I don't want to talk about the issue of the 2023 elections again. It has come and gone, and I am done with it. What I am talking about now are issues of governance, because the average Nigerian today is talking about the Nigeria of today and the Nigeria of tomorrow. That is what is important. Speaking on how he rates the government so far, he said, that is really a question for the generality of Nigerians to answer. Ask the average Nigeria how he is faring today. The truth is that we
have many more Nigerians thrown into poverty. Millions of Nigerians don't know where the next meal will come from. Nobody is sure what the price of a cup of rice, garri, or a loaf of bread will be tomorrow. So it is Nigerians that you should ask the question. It is not a question for me to answer. It is not something I alone will tell you. Ask Nigerians, the masses out there on the streets of Nigeria, and you will get a feel of what they are going through. But I know that the situation is critical. So n tí Peter Obi sọ nìyẹn ni pé ìlú ti lé o, ṣùgbọ́n èmi kọ́ máa sọ, àwọn Nigerians àwọn ni wọ́n máa sọ ìyẹn. So on reply Vanguard yìí pé Vanguard ẹ lọ bá àwọn èèyàn kan lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú, báwo lẹ ṣe ń feel. So ohun tí Peter Obi sọ fún Vanguard yẹn, ó ní pé Tinubu ó gbọ́dọ̀ wọnú Guinness Book of Record láti lè ṣe kíni, láti lè kó àwọn èèyàn sínú poverty láti jọjọ́ ẹ̀, ó ní gbọ́dọ̀ wọnú Guinness Book of Record. So let's go through one of this one, People's Gazette. And sorry, People's Gazette. Wọ́n ti jí PDP chairman kan gbé ní àná ní Èkó. Lagos PDP calls for prayers for abducted party chairman. Wọ́n jí gbé ní àná Friday. The Lagos State chapter of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) has called on Nigerians, particularly in the southwest, nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ló ń túmọ̀ sí yẹn, to pray for the safe release of its abducted chairman Philip Aivoji. The PDP State Secretary Soji Orioye, who made this plea in a statement on Friday in Lagos, said that the abducted chairman was elderly and frail. According to Mr. Orioye, the party believes the abduction of Mr. Aivoji will not be treated with levity by the relevant authorities. Honorable Philip Olabode Aivoji is an elderly man of age and frail. To this end, we are using this opportunity to solicit your prayers and intervention in any way to facilitate his safe release from his abductors for a healthy reunion with his family. As one of the important political leaders in Lagos State, we believe the abduction of Honorable Philip Aivoji should not be treated with levity. We therefore call on the security agencies for quick intervention for his safe release, as this will further build the confidence of the people in the success of our security apparatus. We are, by this release, imploring good people of Lagos State and the Southwest Zone to continue to put him in prayers for God to quickly intervene and ensure that Honorable Philip Aivoji, the Lagos State PDP chairman, is released safely to his family, he said. Mr. Orioye said that Mr. Aivoji was abducted by gunmen while returning to Lagos from the PDP Southwest stakeholders meeting held on Thursday in Ibadan, Oyo State. He said that the abduction was witnessed by Wole Adedapo, the state treasurer of the party, who was lucky to escape from being abducted. Gbogbo wa la máa jẹ breakfast. Nowhere is safe in Nigeria. Àfi tabakọ̀ fẹ́ máa kọlà sójú, ta fẹ́ máa kọlà, ta fẹ́ máa, ta fẹ́ máa kọlà sójú ara wa lóko. Nowhere is safe. Even in Lagos, Ibadan, anywhere is not safe in Nigeria right now. Lagos PDP chairman wọ́n ti jí gbé Mr. Philip Aivoji ní Èkó ní ó ti ń ṣe chairman lọ́wọ́. So wọ́n ti jí gbé ní ọ̀nà Ìbàdàn sí Èkó, ìgbà tó lọ sí Ìbàdàn láti lọ join the meeting PDP nígbà tó ṣe nìbàdàn ní Southwest. So òun náà ti fojú gbiná bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, òun náà politician náà lòun náà, gbogbo politician ilé kankan wọ́n máa jẹ́ wotowoto, wọ́n ti dalẹ̀ rẹ̀ lọ dà wọ́n náà. So wọ́n jẹ́ nìyẹn. So let's go to world news. GPDB chairman gbé o, àwọn terrorists yóò wojú o, àwọn terrorists tó máa operate ní Nàìjíríà ìbá everybody ṣàfihàn ara ẹ̀ pamọ́ báyìí because ìjọba wọn ti lórí website wa a report ní pé DJ Big N ìyẹn DJ Maven's record DJ Big N lórúkọ ẹ̀ ló máa ń pè ó raise alarm lórí Instagram ẹ̀ ní pé kidnappers are already in Lagos o ní pé kẹ́ ẹ ṣe kí ni kẹ́ fúri ara yí pamọ́ kidnappers sì fóònù Lagos although PDP chairman tí wọ́n kidnap yìí kì í ṣe Lagos ló ti kidnap ẹ̀ ọ̀nà Èkó sí Ìbàdàn ló ti kidnap ẹ̀ ìgbà tó ń padà bọ̀ láti stakeholders meeting ní Ìbàdàn ni wọ́n ti ọ̀nà Ìbàdàn ló ti kidnap ẹ̀. He's the chairman of PDP in Lagos State and he went to join Seyi Makinde, governor of Ibadan, Oyo State, Osun State governor, Mr. Adeleke and other PDP governors tó ṣe stakeholders meeting ní Ìbàdàn. Ṣùgbọ́n tó ń padà bọ̀ ni wọ́n ti kidnap ẹ̀. So let's go to world news. World Court says Israel must prevent genocide in Gaza, stops short of ceasefire order. The World Court ordered Israel on Friday to prevent acts of genocide against Palestinians and do more to help civilians, although it stopped short of ordering a ceasefire as requested by the plaintiff, South Africa. South Africa ló pe Israel ẹjọ́ ní pé iṣẹ́ genocide òun lè commit lọ́wọ́ ní Gaza yẹn kò ṣe pé Hamas lè wá genocide ẹ̀ ń wipe wọn ni ẹ̀ ń wipe àwọn ọmọ ìlú Gaza. South Africa fi pe Israel ẹjọ́. So World Court ti caution Israel ni pé ẹ stop Gaza ẹ stop genocide tẹ́ ẹ ṣe yìí ẹ prevent ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ má pa àwọn èèyàn mọ́ ẹ yé pa àwọn èèyàn mọ́ náà àwọn ọtí ìrú lórí ẹ ni pé òótọ́ ni genocide lọ ṣe lọ́wọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ìrú lórí ẹ ọkọ̀ sọ pé ẹ prevent genocide nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ lánàá nìyẹn. While the ruling denied Palestinian hopes of a binding order to halt the war in Gaza, it represented a legal setback for Israel, which had hoped to throw out a case brought under Genocide Convention establishing the ashes of the World War II Holocaust that targeted European Jews. We can't go more than this on Reuters. They're asking us to sign it. That is what we are used to say. Àti máa sọ ní pé media is not free because requires a lot of money to run media. Ẹ̀wù kan sí Reuters ẹ̀ pàtẹ́ máa ń ká lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ ó ti di pé àká lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ mọ́ báyìí. A máa ń ka Reuters lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀. Reuters ní pé you have reached your article limit. Register for free to continue using Reuters.com. Register now. Okay, so I think we can't go more than this on Reuters because what's the limit the article here carton. So let's go to the next one before we close the news review. I can see next one. Tó pa broadcast yìí. Wọ́n ti ní kí Trump kó san owó fún woman tó ní pé ó rape ní decades ago. So wọ́n fẹ́ kí ó ṣe election yẹn ṣá ṣùgbọ́n ìyẹn ò kan àwa ṣá but we are just going to report it but that is not today. That is not today's discussion. But according to the news yesterday, George ní pé kí Trump kó san I think $30,000 or something. Wọ́n ní kó sọ fún woman tí ó ní pé tó accuse ẹ̀ ní pé ó rape ó sexually assault òun ní decades ago, not rape, sexually assaulted. So wọ́n ní pé ó ní kó sanwó fún torí pé ó defame ẹ̀ gbà tí ìyẹn kọ́ wá jáde ní pé àníṣe eré rape níṣẹ́ Okay, this is the Sun, Daily Sun. Ẹ kà lọ sí Daily Sun newspaper. Kàkà just an article ẹ̀kan kàdé kúrò níbẹ̀. Kàsáré sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá Nation. Government abducts Deputy Vice Chancellor of Abia State University. So we are sorry, we're still waiting for the response of the server. Okay, there's a load. So we just have one article to read. News review. Can also on the Nation for just I think 10 or 15 minutes. I totally end the broadcast here. Government have abducted the Deputy Vice Chancellor of Nigeria's Abia State University, an available report indicates. Professor Godwin Emueze was said to have been abducted at a filling station near Amachara in Umuahia South Council area, where he had gone to refuel his tank along with his wife. Eyewitnesses told local newspaper Vanguard that the gunmen, numbering about 3, accosted the Don at the station, dragged him into a waiting Lexus SUV Jeep, and sped off towards the Abia-Imo border. The Abia State Police Command could not be reached for comment, as spokeswoman ASP Maureen Chinaka did not respond to a text message and calls placed on her mobile number. Kidnap here and there, up and down, left and right, front and back. That's Nigeria for you, West Africa. Nigeria that term your Moas, kilometer, you know, elephant of Africa. Well, a big giant. You know, okay. Let's go through another one before we move on to discuss about Yoruba Nation in the next 15 minutes. Federal government securities accused of complicity in Middle Belt terrorism. As we all know, that Middle Belt region in Nigeria is currently facing a very, very hard time because of the massacre of Christians by the Fulani jihadists, terrorists that they are branding as bandits in Nigeria. As Fulani terrorists disguising as herdsmen continue to invade communities in Nigeria's North Central Plateau and Benue states, killing hundreds and destroying houses and properties. The Middle Belt Forum, MBF, has reiterated that it believes the government and the security agencies are complicit in the wave of vicious attacks and killings going on in the region. MBF President Dr. Pogu Bitrus said the body strongly believes that the North is behind the attacks. Ìyẹn ọkọ̀ accuse àwọn northerners ní pé àwọn ló wà nídìí àwọn attack yẹn, ní pé àwọn Bororo, àwọn Kaba, àwọn náà wà nídìí ẹ̀. He also urged the caliphate, the Fulani caliphate, to own up to the attacks and warned that there is a limit to what the Middle Belt and other parts of Nigeria would endure. Wọ́n sọ fún wọn ní pé ó ti bá wa pass message yẹn báyìí, ẹ bá gbọ́n kan tí máa ní ìsọ̀nsìn, ó ti bá wa pass message yẹn South West nísìn. Wọ́n ní pé there is limit to what the middle belt and other parts of Nigeria yẹn túmọ̀ sí pé bí i south east south west or any other part tó kù ó ní limit nǹkan tó máa gbà ó tẹ́ bá lọ dán kínní ìwò mọ̀ tẹ́ bá tí kínní bá fi lè débẹ̀ ó máa di yọpọnyọrin o ó máa wẹ́bí tí máa fọ́ka yẹn lẹ́ máa lose nǹkan tí a lè sọ yẹn àti débẹ̀. Let's continue. At least 150 persons were killed and several houses and other property razed across 70 villages in Bokos and 2 other districts of Plateau State on Christmas Eve of 2023. Ìjọba wọn ti Christmas Eve ní 2023 ìjọ kan Christmas ni wọ́n lọ pa àwọn èèyàn ní Plateau State ní Bokos Binigawe àbí Binigriwa ìjọba wọn ti very dark black man fi lọ síbẹ̀ náà tó fi lọ ṣe tó fi lọ ṣe videos náà. So let's continue. The latest attacks on January 24 in Kwahasalek ìjọba wọn ti pé ó ṣe àtàkì kan náà láti jọ Monday sí Wednesday ní Kwahasalek village nínú Plateau yẹn náà ni a village in the state which claimed at least 30 lives. Ìjọba wọn ti wọ́n pààyàn bí 30 débi pé wọ́n tún gé ọrùn ìkan báyìí láwọn terrorist yẹn o tó gé ọrùn ẹ̀ tó mú ìṣọ̀pọ̀ orí ẹ̀ bọ́lẹ̀ kó ọrùn ẹ̀ tó ṣá tó which claimed at least 30 lives and several houses and other property including food items came Monday after the governor of Plateau State Caleb Mutfwang imposed a dusk-to-dawn curfew on the Mangu area of the state. Attack tó ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ yẹn níjọ́ Monday sí Wednesday yẹn ó ṣẹlẹ̀ despite the fact pé gómìnà yẹn ti impose a curfew. The latest attack at a time when curfew was in place has confirmed that the government and security agencies are complicit in the attacks. Bitrus told local newspaper The Sun. He said, "We said after the Christmas Eve massacre, and we did not mean words that the NBF believe that all the attacks on the middle belt parts of the country are carried out by the north, and the security forces are complicit in it with the government. The caliphate should come clean on the issue. The unrelenting massacre of our people in the middle belt states, particularly in Plateau, has shown without any vestige of pessimism that the government and security forces are complicit in the ethnic cleansing." Ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí pé wọ́n sọ pé ṣe ethnic cleansing ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ethnic cleansing of the indigenous ethnic nationalities who are not part of the Sokoto Caliphate. The security agencies alongside government are complicit in the attacks because they allow people to be attacked unprovoked, massacred, and driven to IDP camps. How many more IDP camps do we want to have in Nigeria? This is a question to all of us. Tẹ́bá in Borno State, many IDP camps wọ́n ti yókùn síbẹ̀. Àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n kúrò lé wọn, wọ́n ti wà gbogbo lé wọn ti wà militarized. Because of the, all the resources tí wọ́n fẹ́ try, àkọ́lá máa sọ yẹ, máa kà fún yín náà ni. Before the security will come, they will change the narrative. Also, before the communities are attacked, they inform the people and they will be attacked. Ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí wọ́n sọ pé kán tó attack the community yẹn, wọ́n ti máa kọ lẹ́tà sí wọn. Àwọn lẹ́tà yẹn dẹ̀ ni àwọn security yẹn ti máa rí àwọn lẹ́tà yẹn, ọ̀dẹ̀ ní ṣe kankan. The conspiracy in Nigeria is deep and unfortunate. I think with the coming of this government, the attacks have intensified and become more vicious. Kidnappings are also becoming more rampant. Wọ́n sọ pé attack yìí nígbà tí wàá pọ̀ sí nígbà tí Tinubu ti wá wọlé nígbà ó tún wá lárinrin sí ó tún wá tóbi sí ó tún pọ̀ sí. Mr. Bitrus warned those behind the killings in the middle belt and other parts of the country to desist from such, insisting that nobody has a monopoly of violence. Nobody has a monopoly of violence. He further said, "Our brothers in the north need to do all these things. If they think they can override Nigeria by attacking communities, they better think again because very soon various communities will respond and they will be the losers in the long ride. A word is enough for the wise." Mr. Bitrus ló sọ yẹ kì í ṣe èmi tí mo ṣe broadcast lọ́wọ́ mo sọ. If they think after these attacks they will go and establish another MIYETTI security network that was attended by security agencies. Tẹ́lá wọ́n ti pé wọ́n create MIYETTI allow security formation recently. Tẹ́pẹ́ àwọn sójà kan tún lọ síbẹ̀ gan sef, wọ́n tún secure wọn pé yes, oya ẹ máa create lọ, we are watching, we don't want any violence. We all saw the video. Then Nigeria is at the precipice, unless they do the right thing. It is unfortunate that Nigeria is in this kind of situation. Speaking on the measures to all the killings and other insecurity related issues, Bichos charged President Bola Tinubu to rise to the challenge and provide the leadership needed to halt the killings. The government should look into the various reports of people behind these killings. The security agencies have compiled the names of those behind these killings. They should be arrested and dealt with decisively. President Tinubu must rise up and perform his responsibility of protecting the lives and property of Nigerians and providing for their welfare. Section 14, bracket B of the 1999 Constitution, the fourth Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria, stipulates that the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of the government. That was added. Constitution tó ti fake constitution. Ṣé òun ni ẹ sọ? Constitution tẹ́ pé you can't control your police in your state. That is the constitution. Is that not fake? In US, Texas police wọ́n interfere sí police in Washington. No, they can't do that. Wọ́n interfere sí, but they have their state police. But the constitution is a rubbish constitution. The security aspect ilẹ̀ Hausa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ló wà, Fulani dẹ̀ ti take over gbogbo ẹ̀ kò lẹ́yìn ṣe pa Hausa mọ́. So last but not the least, ẹ má bínú sí wa pa ti pẹ́ díẹ̀. This is the last but not the least. Lagos government says 100% share returns to state-owned transport. Lagos state wọ́n ní pé owó mọ́tò ń sin ẹ máa san gbogbo ẹ̀tọ́ sí yìí o, àwa ṣe discount mọ́ o, ẹ má jẹ wá rùn, àwa kọ́ la yọ subsidy, president ló yọ subsidy kì í ṣàwà. Okay, let's go. The Lagos state government has said that it will discontinue the Lagos state government has said it will discontinue the 25% discount on state-owned transport. State-owned transport services starting from Sunday, January 28th. Yelola. Kolawole Ojelabi, head of corporate communication of the Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Lamata, said in a Friday statement that the state-owned transport services will return to 100% fares on Monday. The 25% rebate on regulated public transport buses, ferry, and train ends on Sunday, 28th January 2024. From Monday, 29th January 2024, transport fare on regulated transport services return to 100%. The statement said. So this is the background of the matter. This is the background. The prices of petrol have soared after President Bola Tinubu announced the removal of petrol subsidy in his May 29, 2023 inauguration address. Ìjọba rántí ìgbà tí Tinubu ọmọlúdó ẹ̀dẹ̀ tó wọlé tán tó ń ṣe inauguration fún lọ́wọ́, ó ní subsidy is gone. Gbogbo ilé epo sáré ti ilé epo wọ́n sáré increase pump despite the fact pé epo tó ní gan ṣẹ̀ wọ́n ti rà ẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n sáré ṣe kí ni pam. Okay, so let's continue. On July 31, 2023, Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu announced a 50% reduction in the fares charged by all state-owned transport services. Ó announced pé okay o, bàtí bàbá Tinubu ló ti yọ kíní sí yìí, okay a máa ṣe nǹkan fún yín, okay a máa gé owó mọ́tò, a máa gé sí 50%. Ẹ máa san wàásù, àwọn máa san wàásù fúnra wa. Ẹ má wọlé ó yá, so that kó ba lè rọ̀ ẹ́ lọ́rùn. Ṣùgbọ́n let's continue. He had said the move was part of the palliatives being rolled out by the state government to cushion the effect of the petrol subsidy removal and the hike in the prices of commodities. In November 2023, the Lagos government discontinued the 50% discount. Ìyẹn ní November, ká tó parí November tán yìí, ká tó parí 2023 yìí ní November. Lagos government ó yọ 50% yẹn kúrò, ó gbé sí 25%. So let's continue. 24 hours after the announcement, Sanwo-Olu approved the implementation of a 25% discount on state-owned transport services following appeals from residents. Bàtà àwọn èèyàn sọ pé ẹ fẹ́ pa wá ní ìgbà yẹn ló sọ pé kò ẹ má wọ̀nyí 25% la máa yọ ọ́nú ẹ̀ ẹ̀yin máa san 75 àwọn máa san 25. Following appeals to the governor, he has extended the passenger fare reduction by 25% across the regulated bus and rail transport services until another review is announced. Review yẹn ló wá announced lánàá Friday. The state government has said, currently, petrol sells for 620 naira in Lagos and 650 naira in some other states. Food prices have continued to increase as a result of the fuel price, especially as diesel sells for 1,100 naira. Diesel fuel is essential for trucks that convey goods or food items in large quantity from one state to another. So that is all about the news review for today. Ẹ ṣé gan fún ìdẹ́síjọ́ ìwà àtẹ̀kan. So we will continue doing this every day. But this is the test transmission anyways. So epo is 650 naira in other part of Nigeria, but Leko 620 ni wọ́n tà. Ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé epo yẹn àwọn èèyàn ló ń lo epo, but nǹkan tó yẹ pé àwọn truck tó ń gbé oúnjẹ láti ibi iná tàbí láti ibi south lọ sí lọ báyìí diesel làwọn yẹn ń lò. Diesel dẹ̀ ní 1,200 1,100 ló ń tà. Nǹkan tó fà tó ń jẹ ṣe wọ́n nìyẹn o. Ní ìsinsìnyí lánàá àgbọn pé rice jẹ 950 naira per jẹ̀ríkà ló máa ń tà ní Èkó, gbogbo Èkó ń méyì Èkó ní Èkó lọ́hùn 950 ló máa ń tà. Bọ̀ ní gbogbo àwọn ọ̀dà ìwé àwọn ìlú yẹn Congo làwọn yẹn máa ń tà Congo and it's about 2,500 or 2,400 ló ń tà àwọn yẹn Congo. Bọ̀ lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ jẹ̀ríkà ló fi máa ń wọn rice ó ti di 950 naira per one jẹ̀ríkà. Níyẹn túmọ̀ sí pé one bag of rice máa wo bí 16,000 yẹn or 55,000. Ìgbà tó bá yá everybody máa jáde, nobody will teach them. Let's continue. Ká lọ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Yoruba nation. Let's talk about Yoruba nation before we end the broadcast. Let's talk about Yoruba nation. Okay. So, a sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Yoruba nation fún 15 minutes. Ṣùgbọ́n ká tó sọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba nation yẹn, a sọ fún wa ní pé a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ọgbẹ́ that join wa and support wa lórí Koikimedia, because this year we are trying to improve on our productions and everything tí gbogbo ẹ̀ fi máa wà elaborate so that I'm a bit every other thing so that we come out good in the world also, because media is one thing tó yẹ pé ní bóyá ayé ẹ̀sìn yìí kò gbọ́dọ̀ lò, because gbogbo ìgbà tí ojú dúdú ń gbà kan tí media lò àwọn ló fi di pé wọ́n fi ń ráyè àti máa ráàzà àwọn èèyàn irú àwọn bíi Fẹlá àtàwọn lónà ṣàtòrí kí Fẹlá jẹ́ èèyàn tó yẹ pé wọ́n lè pa. So ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn mìíràn ti pa ṣáwọn ti Kẹ́ńsáwórí wà àtàwọn other people tó ti pa ńgbà yẹn ìgbà tó dúdú ń gbogbo yẹn nìyẹn. So ṣùgbọ́n nísìnyí kò sí nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ ní ìgbà nílé ayé ní Nàìjíríà yìí ṣe jẹ́ pé media ò ní sáré gbó anybody call it sáré record kìíní and people will pick it, and within how many minutes media ti sáré gbé. So media is very very important in our daily life. So that is it. So thank you very much. So let's talk about Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation is very very important. Why very very important? Ṣé rí gbogbo àwọn problem tá a face ní country yìí right now. This country has already collapsed. Ó ti collapse. Nobody oní láti kò ní kẹ́lẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan tó máa sọ pé nígbà ṣe Nàìjíríà ti collapse. Ẹ̀yin náà ẹ ṣàgbọ́kọ̀ tí Peter Obi sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan yẹn. Peter Obi ní ó sọ fún Vanguard pé Vanguard ẹ fi mí sílẹ̀ Vanguard ẹ lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn máa sọ fún yín pé nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí èmi kò máa sọ ẹ lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn ṣùgbọ́n ìmọ̀ akọ́ sọ pé ó ń gbọ́ ẹ lé because mo mọ̀ pé ó tough báyìí bóyá lọ bèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn kẹ́ gbọ́ lẹ́nu àwọn èèyàn nǹkan tí Peter Obi sọ fún Vanguard nìyẹn yes ẹ̀tẹ́ bá dẹ̀ wọ̀ ẹ̀tẹ́ bá ń fọ́lù wa lórí Koikimedia máa rí pé àwọn fídíò kọ̀ọ̀kan wà lẹ́pẹ́ à ń ṣe é sì jẹ́ pé à ń lọ sí àwọn market kọ̀ọ̀kan à ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn èèyàn wa àtàwọn èèyàn wa ní pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú yìí báwo ni nǹkan ṣe ń lọ wọ́n ní ó ti fẹ́ pa wá o adìyẹ ti wọ́n o ìrẹsì ti wọ́n o gàrí kan tó tà tí ẹ mú ẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ gan ó jẹ́ ti wọ́n o kíní kan everything ti fọ́ká because the country is currently broke. Kò sówó lọ́wọ́ fi run country and that is why they will be collecting the loan. And how do we want to continue collecting loan in this country? The loan will have effect on us. To have effect on our àwọn èèyàn wa tó àti àwọn ọmọ wa tó ti wà. Ẹ̀yin ṣàgbọ́ kọ́tọ́tọ́ review last year ní pé it will take at least 40 years láti lè sọ gbogbo loan tí Nàìjíríà jẹ. How long do we continue like this? Ká pín ìlú yìí kẹ́wọ́n ìdẹ́pin lónìí ẹ̀ síra wọn ní pé oya ẹ̀yin máa san iye báyìí ẹ̀yin máa san iye báyìí everything ní rọrùn. We are wasting money on security and security are not even doing well. They are still extorting and they are not even responding to attacks. Terrorists have taken over everywhere. Look at the PDP governor, the PDP chairman in Lagos State, and they're kidnapping on Lagos Ibadan Expressway on Thursday. Look at everything. Nobody is safe. I can't go to Ondo State now and be free around 9 o'clock in the night or 8 o'clock in the night. I can't go. We have to stop by. I must stop ní bí Kabati Debi Ife. I must stop ní. If you go to Ondo State now, that is what you will see. Maybe now, lọ sí Ondo Abekiti. Kó bá ti lè gba ọ̀nà kìíní ẹ̀ tẹ́tí lọ straight yẹ. You will have to stop by ní Ife. Tó bá ti di 7 o'clock, ẹ máa jókòó, ẹ máa páàkì ni. Ẹ máa sun mọ́tò ni. Ẹ máa débi tó gate Ife. Lọ sọ́nà tó bá ti lọ sí ọ̀nà Ìjẹ̀ṣà, Iléṣà. Kẹtọ máa yà sọ́nà ọ̀nà Àkúrẹ́ tó máa yà sọ́nà Alámọ̀kọ́ Èkìtì àbí tẹ́ ń lọ sí Àkúrẹ́ straight lọ sí gbogbo Ọ̀wọ̀ gbogbo bẹ̀yẹ. Ẹ máa kọ́ stop ní Ifẹ̀ ẹ máa jókòó tí ó wá ti dàárọ̀ ẹ ṣe wá continue journey yìí because the country is not safe. That is what is going on now. So many things. Ṣé ká sọ pé security ni? Ṣé ká sọ pé so many things. I need that mother from our mom. Everybody thinking, and this is the opportunity to continue to pushing the message. This is the opportunity to continue doing what? To continue pushing the message. Kò ṣe pé the current government, which is Tinubu. Yes, despite the fact that we are fighting for self-determination or something, there must still be a president in place in the country to pé à ń fight in there. Yes, other countries tó ti pín ìgbà tí wọ́n táwọn yẹn agitate wọn tán we are not agitators, we are campaigners. Ìgbà táwọn yẹn campaign lọ́wọ́ níbẹ̀ irú Istimo was part of Indonesia the principal wọn gbà kan. Ìgbà tán campaign fún self-determination wọn tán ṣe ọgbẹ́ there was still a government in place ní Indonesia gbà yẹn, so it is not more different from this one too. There must be a government or else terrorists will take over everywhere and everything will spoil, or military will take over. Military will take over. Military might take over. At the end of the day, the terrorists, or you see the terrorists take over everywhere. Come out of the government or somewhere. Not that we are trying to support Tinubu or any other person. No, we must continue with this struggle. We must continue preaching the gospel of this Yoruba nation because that is the last solution. We continue to say that Yoruba nation is the last solution. In fact, as of when you get Twitter, go and get your Twitter account. People are now discussing about disintegration, total disintegration of Nigeria. People are now discussing about it now. Go to Twitter, Kelori. People are holding spaces on Twitter. They are talking about disintegration. Sure, you understand now. So ẹ jẹ́ ká máa bá àwọn èèyàn sọ ni pé kí wàá lè tẹ̀rù ẹ̀kọ́ lè wà níta káwọn èèyàn máa sọ pé ọmọ ìlú ti fẹ́ pààyàn, ìlú ti fẹ́ yí, ìlú ti fẹ́ ṣèyàn léṣe o, kí ló dé ìlú yìí kí díkọ ẹ wá ní ẹ̀kọ́ lè tú ẹ̀ sí wọn pé tẹ́ ẹ bá pín ìlú yìí ẹ lè rí sí mi àwọn ní bẹ́ẹ̀ ni a fẹ́ lọ nǹkan tó máa sọ nìyẹn. People are tired, so ẹ má yẹ kójú máa tì wá láti máa sọ ọ̀rọ̀ nípa the situation. We must continue speaking about it. A lè dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Matthew Kazi kazi.org tó ti bá wa ó ti pick up ní ẹ̀sìn òun náà ti sáré rí. And many other media, they will still see all those things and they will start preaching the message with us. So what I'm saying, kò ṣe pé a kàn sọ̀rọ̀ jù. No, it is for record purpose. Tá bá sọ díẹ̀, tá bá stop, nobody will pick it again. But tá bá sọ lọ, there will be noticing. Wọ́n máa noticing pé kí làwọn lè tiẹ̀ máa ń sọ ní gbogbo ojúmọ́. Ẹ ká tiẹ̀ go through ẹ̀. Wọ́n máa go through ẹ̀. Wọ́n á rí pé so kò ló ṣe ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní bíbá èrè. So we are not going to relent. We will continue talking about it. So a dẹ̀ rọ àwọn èèyàn wa náà láti lè máa sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀, but ká má fi ìwà jàgídíjàgan fi ṣe ṣá, ká kò máa ṣe ní in a normal way, in a diplomacy way, débi pé everything máa padà kọ́ everybody máa padà wá sí round table. Everybody máa padà sí round table. But when it comes to armed struggle, it is when everything turns to something else, the armed struggle for now wọlé síbẹ̀, but we can't be discussing that on air for now. So but let's continue to preach the gospel of Yoruba nation and no more than by it. So we'll be ending the broadcast very soon. But when the broadcast here, I'm a play Yoruba nation until so thank you all for joining us in the morning. Koikimedia bringing the word closer to your doorstep. We must always talk about Yoruba nation. So much of a program we must always do that. We must always talk about Yoruba nation. So kato lọ ká play orin Yoruba nation wọn kan. Gbogbo àwọn bá wa, gbogbo àwọn èèyàn, gbogbo àwọn elite wa. We are saying, we are saying, ẹ jẹ́ ká pé ìkọ́ dìde sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn èèyàn, because ibi tí gbogbo ẹ̀ ti dé dúró yìí, ọlọ́mọdé èṣù kọ́ sátánì, ọlọ́mọdé sátánì. Wọ́n máa jọ́ gbàgbé ń gbòòbá ya, wọ́n máa jọ́ gbàgbé, wọ́n máa wọ ní palace ló máa jọ́ gbà ní. Àwọn politician àwọn náà ti ń fojú bí nọ́ọ̀sì. Ẹ̀bá wọn ti ń pé ní Benue State, wọ́n jí local government chairman kan gbé ní about 2 weeks ago. Bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn yẹn ti release ẹ̀ náà ṣá. Wọ́n jí ọba kan gbé ṣọjá ọba kan bí monarch ṣálámàkọ̀ bí a lè pé monarch olórí ìlú kan náà wọ́n jí gbé nílẹ̀ Igbo àríwá kan. So many everywhere. This country is everything, all the security situation is. So there are some people behind it. Kò ṣe pé ó kọ́ èdè ṣẹlẹ̀. No, there are some people behind it. They want to turn the country to something else, and that is why we can't continue. So that continue láti máa preach message here. So let's ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ ilé.
Oníkàkọ̀wọ́pọ̀ kàjọ ṣe níṣẹ́ yìí kò sí Nàìjíríà mọ́.
Kò sí Nàìjíríà mọ́.
Nàìjíríà ó ti kú tipẹ́tipẹ́.
Ó ti kú tipẹ́tipẹ́. In fact ó ti kọjá kúkú gan-an. Ó ti kú again. Ó tún kú again. Ó tún kú again. Ó ti kọ́kọ́ kú ni. So kó bá ti kú lẹ́ẹ̀kan ó ti kú náà nìyẹn. So kò lè jí mọ́.
Láti 2014 àti tó pé.
Ẹ̀ka 2014 sí 2024 ó ti pé 10 years again. January 1, 1914 ni wọ́n amalgamate Nigeria. In 2014 ó pé 100 years. That's 2014 years to 2024 again. Ó ti pé 10 years again. That is 110 years.
2014 láti pé 100 years. Yorùbá nation àti tó lọ. Ẹ wo gbogbo tẹ́nilẹ̀ Yorùbá ò ní sí ní gbogbo ẹni tó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Bá mi nà wọ́n lẹ́gbàá. Bó bá jẹ́ president ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Gbélé Yorùbá ò ní sí ní. Bá mi nà wọ́n lẹ́gbàá. Bó bá jámọ̀ sílẹ̀ lónílẹ̀ Yorùbá ò ní sí ní. Tó láàní lọ. Bá mi nà wọ́n lẹ́gbàá. Bó bá jáwọn MHR. Ọlọ́run bá mi nà wọ́n lẹ́gbàá. Ó bá dẹ̀ jáwọn gọ́nọ́ọ̀sì o tó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ò ní sí mi tó ọlọ́run jọ ó já wọn councillors ó dẹ̀ tún já wọn lọ́balọ́ba o tilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá mi ò yájú sọ́ba mi ò dìtẹ̀ mọ́ba àmọ́ṣá gbogbo ẹni tó bá gbàbọ̀dé fún wa o bàbá bá mi rú wọn tìlétìlé bá mi pa wọn tọmọtọmọ apariwo a ò wá Fúlàní mọ́ ṣebí wọ́n pa wá kiri wọ́n dọ́ wa láyà wọ́n dọ́ wa lọ́mọ apariwo pa ò wá wọn mọ́ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá torí ẹ̀ náà ṣe ní wá lára oúnjẹ ti dọ̀wọ́n gógó ọ̀wọ́n gógó oúnjẹ ọ̀wọ́n gógó epo àníkàn máa lọ wọ́n gbàbọ̀dé fún wa wọ́n dọ́ wa láyà o Ọlọ́run ọba wò wá náà wọ́n pa wá lọ́mọ o gbogbo èrè oko pátápátá wọ́n ti bà gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ pátápátá a dẹ̀ sọ pé a ò wá wọn mọ́ o alẹ́sàn nìkan mọ́ ọ lọ bàbá bá mi fọ́ wọn lójú gbogbo àwọn tó ní wá lára o nílẹ̀ Yorùbá a ní àfẹ́ bí Yorùbá ti tó lọ abẹ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè tuntun Odùduwà republic òun la fẹ́ sórí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ń pariwo Odùduwà republic la fẹ́ o sórí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ń pariwo.
Sonda Films and Records.
Oníkàkọ́ wọ́pọ̀ kájọ ṣe.
So I play Yoruba national team nísìn ká tó end the broadcast here. Thank you once again. Koikimedia bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Only on 27th of January 2024. So thank you once again. Let's continue to remember our people in Egypt because they are currently facing I think immigration problem because our government in Egypt now they have ordered the people to start paying at least $1,000. That is I don't know what the money is for, but something like that. So and it's very, very difficult to make that to pay that money. So I want to opting pay no and this one way I'm losing Nigeria pada wanting incarcerate wanting come there are more people in Libya no she Libya other other Arab countries like Tunisia, I think Tanzania or something like that, Morocco around Arab country where what she mentioned so but ẹ máa fi àdúrà ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ ká dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa share program tí àṣelànà lórí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn so ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ and we are using this medium to call on the CEO of the CEO and chairperson of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission Dabiri, Honorable Dr. Ajoke and Dabiri Erewa, calling on her to intervene in the matter as soon as possible. In fact, very quickly, because they need help. It's an emergency situation. It is an SOS. So thank you very much. Continue to support us on Koikimedia. I must support you because we need your support. We need your strength. Yeah, and we need your prayers, and we need your advice. I need advice. I need Lati to commend you. We need your commendation too. So it is very, very important. Thank you very much. Continue to donate to us so that we will be bringing our best. We will be bringing our best out. My show best to us. So thank you very much. So you can go on our website. We'll continue to check the news going on. Can always check the news. And let's say if we have our Facebook, we have two Facebooks. I need Facebook, Koikimedia. We have Koikimedia Yoruba, and the another one Koikimedia Yoruba. So I need YouTube. Always follow our backup channel. Always follow our program on it. I'm not posting our new videos instantly. That is where you can view some exclusive videos. They play standard videos now. So the media is WD76 media. So follow Anibe because it is very, very important that we use it as backup channel for our Koikimedia YouTube, because the Koikimedia YouTube has been shadow branded, or how do we call it, because they are trying to Africa in more. They're not letting us in on it anymore. So what you already made that's last year, early last year. So we have to get another YouTube channel so that will pick up better. So thank you very much. Thank you for your support and your prayers and everything and the strength. Let's continue to remember our people in Egypt once again. So Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep once again. 27th of January 2024. Anytime from now, the broadcast will disconnect. To disconnect and my pro will navigate.
Mo jẹ́ ìjẹ́ fún orílẹ̀-èdè mi ilẹ̀ Odùduwà tó ń ṣàn fún wàrà àti fún oyin, ilẹ̀ tó kún fún àwọn akọni ọgbọ́n ètò àti òye. Mo ṣe ìlérí gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ ológo ilẹ̀ adúláwọ̀, ìtọ̀ṣọ́ oòrùn láti la ayé já nílẹ̀ Áfíríkà, láti gbé ilẹ̀ Odùduwà lárugẹ. Mo pinnu láti fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan fún ìlọsíwájú ìran Yorùbá. Mo fọwọ́ sọ̀yà pé n kò ní dalẹ̀ tàbí ṣọ̀tẹ̀ sí ìṣọ̀kan àti ìtẹ̀síwájú orílẹ̀-èdè mi ilẹ̀ Odùduwà. Èmi yóò fi gbogbo ipá, ọkàn, iṣẹ́, ọgbọ́n àti ìṣe mi sin orílẹ̀-èdè mi ní òtítọ́ àti lódodo títí ọjọ́ ayé mi. Gbogbo ìyànjú àwọn akọni tó ti lọ kò ní já sófo láti ọwọ́ mi títí dé ìrandíran tí ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn. Mo ṣe ìlérí pé ẹ̀sìn tàbí ìṣèlú kò ní yà wá nílẹ̀ Odùduwà. Tó bá wáyé bẹ́ẹ̀, mo lè lo ọkọ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó kù sára mi láti fi ṣègbè àti jàjàgbara fún orílẹ̀-èdè mi. Ilẹ̀ Odùduwà, ìran Yorùbá, èdè kan, àṣà kan.